We are back for game number 2 of the Western edition of the Batball Open. Oruyongoyongo taking on Kanyonza. Kanyonza won the toss and elected to bowl first. The first game won by 18 runs by Intuha, who are now taking a break as we get our second game underway.
What a ball. First delivery. And he takes his man. Full delivery. The batsman should have stepped in front and drove that ball.
Yeah, what a pitch of a delivery. First up there, right in the money in the block hole. The batter there beaten for pace. Very, very good bowling.
We are live here in Serenity Oval for the West edition Batball Open. As it stands, the game is between Oruyongoyongo versus Kanyonza, and so far it's 1 wicket down for Kanyonza. Good bowling there. Good pace here from Ephraim Kambari, student of Masaka SS. All credit goes to Coach Yusuf Nanga. Remember the theme for this tournament is the personal hygiene. I took you through the types of personal hygiene earlier. There are 4 types. We have the personal hygiene, we have the domestic hygiene, we have the environmental hygiene, and the food hygiene. All these are necessary when carrying out, if we really want to have a healthy life. With the food hygiene, we need to and that comes to the end of over number 1, and the score is 2 for 1. Kanyonza looking right on the money here. Just bowled one wide. Have a left arm spinner here. From Masakai SS. Tendo Ryan. He's in senior for a candidate. But he's here bowling really well. What a delivery there. And Tendo Ryan gets his man. Full delivery. The batsman went on the back foot. And it went through him. Bill, the batsman would have just come in front, step forward and try to drive that ball. So a left arm spinner, the moment you go behind, chances of surviving are very small. They're very minimal. That leaves the score to 4 after 1 point. After 2 overs, sorry, for a loss of 2 wickets. Yes, as I was taking through the theme of the tournament, I'll come back to domestic hygiene. This involves practices done at home to keep people's clothing, beddings, and house clean. And we need to wash our clothes, beddings, clean the toilet, the floor, washing the dishes after meals. And it's really important to keep the places where we stay at clean for a healthy life. Can see here the bowler is really bowling quite good pace. Kanyonza looks to be right on the money here. What a block. Leaving the score at just 4 runs after 2 overs. Dennis, I believe Kanyonza took the lessons right from the morning game. The bowling of extras. The Safa bowled only 1 extra.
Some lively pace from the man bowling from the road end. Kanyonza continuing to do the right things. Ephraim Kambare. Ephraim Kambare from Kasese, but now a student at Masakai SS with some very lively pace.
What I've noticed is every batsman coming on, they're trying, I think they are fearing.
They're fearing the
Ephraim's
pace.
He has sent a message back to the dressing room. I come here, he just walked back.
Yeah, the pace of Ephraim Kambale causing problems here for Oruyongoyongo. Fire in Babylon from Ephraim Kambale. I think he's about to disturb to break the stumps because he's disturbing the furniture we did at every passing delivery. The new batter comes and goes without troubling the scorers. Oruyongoyongo now family in trouble. The pace of Kambale causing them a lot of problems. It has sent shivers down the necks of everyone coming in. I'm sure they must be counting his balls. Abusaye Bubidi.
The follow of wickets is
Brave man, the ninth striker, to call for that single. Any other man would have turned it down to just make sure the over ends. And that would be the end of the over. What a brilliant spell there from Ephraim Kambale. 4 for 4. Oruyongoyongo. Ephraim Kamuntu picking 3 wickets for 2 runs from his 2 overs. Ryan Tendo is the one who's trying to help Oruyongoyongo score some runs with a couple of extras. Run out chance. Completely undone there. The midfield allows the fielders to pick up extra runs. End of the fourth over. 9 runs only on board for Oruyongoyongo. Kanyonza getting out of the blocks very quickly. Some inspired bowling from Ephraim Bambale, who picked 3 wickets. Gave away just 2 runs in his 2 overs. Since we're playing a 10-over game, he's already out of his quarter of overs he can bowl in this particular inning. He will just need to make sure that the rest of his teammates back him up, and Oruyongoyongo doesn't get away from a very poor start. Chance for a catch. Field under it. Takes the catch. 5 wickets down. Oruyongoyongo. 10 for 5. They take a single there. I don't know if the umpire will give that. Looks like a no shot offered, but it's given as a bye. Oruyongoyongo will take anything because they are desperate for runs. They're already 5 wickets down. They only have 12 runs on board. We have 4 overs gone in a 10-over match. They are desperate for runs. They will need runs to come from anywhere. Straight on top of the screen here at the Kamengo Oval, and hit out of the ground. Top shot today. We've seen some big shots from players. In the first innings, we saw some big shots from Aaron Katwesije. And this time, Aaron Bakengana. Aaron Bakengana going down fighting. He doesn't want to die thinking of the what if hits a top quality shot straight over the bowler's head and into the road here at the Serenity Oval in Kamengo. Very powerful lad, Alon. Backs away, gives himself room to free his arms. I think that's why he was able to make that good connection. End of the 5th over, halfway stage of the innings. 18 for 5, Oruyongoyongo. Aaron Katengana going for power. He's making sure Aaron Bakengana going for power, making sure that he creams everything. See, he moves into his wickets. Aaron Bakengana, the aggressor now for Oruyongoyongo, 21 for 5 inside the 5th over. Again, going for more power. Outside of stump, throws his bat at it and run away for another boundary.
That pushes the score to 27 for 5 after 5 overs.
At a certain stage, Marvin, Oruyongoyongo looked like they were going to score at least 20 runs because the way Ephraim Kambare was ripping through them, they have done well. They have done well.
And Dennis, I believe they relaxed a bit. Kanyonza relaxed, thinking they had the game in hand. And Oruyongoyongo fighting back. Already on 28 after 5 overs, a loss of 5 wickets. A shout out goes to organizers Batball. Thank you for organizing such a tournament for the youngsters. As we all know, Batball is creating a pathway for all the youngsters. They just were run out here. Confusion here. Wow. This is interesting. The batsmen are trying to power pressure on the fielders so they can have those overthrows. As I was saying, Batball creates a pathway for the young generational cricketers. They want them to play for the national team and under 19. and well done for this. This being the 50th edition and the last edition for the regions. It held in PG Kamengo at the Serenity Oval. The call is a no ball. And that comes to the end of over number 6, leaving the score at 32, the loss of 5 wickets.
Aaron Bakengana, desperate for the strike, very quick on his feet, gets his partner out of trouble. He's very wise. He knows that if he lets everyone else take the strike, he may end up running out of partners. Another boundary. I don't know why the fielder was removing off his cape when he's trying to chase down the ball. In the end, I think he even lost some time by trying to remove the cape.
Maybe feels it was a bit heavy on him.
Bakengana now taking the game to Kanyonza. Kanyonza started well, had Oruyongoyongo 4 for 4. But now at least Bakengana is putting some respect to that total already, 36 for 5, 38 for 5. And he's given out. Good work there from the keeper. Bakengana not quick enough to go back in his crease. But what a good cameo from him. He's given some respect to that total. Oruyongoyongo now 38 for 6.
Dennis, I believe a score above 45 runs is defendable depending on how their bowlers will deliver. It's a good Friday, and we are here in Kamengo, Serenity Oval, for the Batball West Edition.
Seven overs down, 3 more left in this first inning. Extras have been the problem for most of the teams this morning. A total of 32 were delivered in the first game. And Kanyonza somehow... Oh, what a shot there. One hand off the bat. Runs away for 4. Interesting shot there from the batter. I don't know how much they knew about whatever was happening, but once they made good connection, the ball ran away for 4. 45 for 7 after 8 overs. Good recovery from Oruyongoyongo, who are 4 for 4. But have made a very, very good recovery, especially Aaron Bakengana, who was the aggressor for them. Good position for them to be, at least if they get 50 runs, that is something they can bowl to. And from Marvin's experience, he thinks that will be enough for them to pick up a win.
With the way Kanyonza started 4 in 4, they're a bit relaxed, and Oruyongoyongo really stepped up. Right now they're at 46, after 7 overs, a loss of 7 wickets. Oruyongoyongo looked not to reach the 30-hour mark, but right now they're at 46 after 7 overs.
More extras all down the leg. Extras have been the second highest scorer for Oruyongoyongo today. A lot of generosity from Kanyonza.
The call is a no ball. Free hit coming in. Pushes the score to 48 for 7 after 8.1 overs.
And the fielder off that no ball, surprised that he took the catch actually, because it had been hit with some venom. 16 extras given away so far by Kanyonza. Take 16 away from that 49 to only give them 26. (23), not 26. So clearly, Kanyonza have been very, very generous with the ball. You hope that it doesn't come back to haunt them in the second innings when they failed to chase down in a total set by chance for a catch and put down. Again, lack of awareness. A chance was put down, but there was a second opportunity of a run out. If the throw had gone to the bowler's end, not taken either. Oruyongoyongo now into the 50s, 51 for 7. (52 for 7). The final over of the match coming up. Final over of the innings coming up. Oruyongoyongo now 52 for 7 after making a good recovery from 44 for 4. From 4 for 4. Good slice, the ball runs through the point region and runs away for 4. More runs for Oruyongoyongo, who have made a terrific recovery. They could actually get 60 runs, and that would be a mountain to climb for Kanyonza.
Right now the score is at 56 after 9 overs, a loss of 7 wickets.
No shot offered there from the batter. The ball straight on his toes is the decision given by the umpire. 8 wickets down here, Oruyongoyongo. They have 57 runs.
They made quite a recovery there, Dennis, after being 4 wickets in the first 4 overs for 4 runs. Right now they stand on 57 after 9 overs. And here comes the end of the first innings of Oruyongoyongo taking on Kanyonza. That leaves the score at 56 runs after 10 overs. And after the end of the second game, the third game will be between Ntuha versus Oruyongoyongo. I believe Oruyongoyongo will not have enough time to rest here, or they will be coming from the second game and they go in directly into the third game.
Yeah, we are back for the second innings of the match. The requirement is 57 runs for Kanyonza. Oruyongoyongo making a good recovery in the first innings. They were 4 for 4, but somehow they managed to find another 56 runs. They managed to find 56 runs that will be needed for the second game.
Ladies, I believe that was quite a comeback for Kanyonza, being down for four runs in the first 4 overs, with a loss of 4 wickets, and pushing the score up to 56 runs.
Yeah, might have been a poor calculation there from Team Kanyonza, who after the perfect bowling from Ephraim, they thought they had the game by the neck, but unfortunately they relaxed and let the rest of the Oruyongoyongo recover, and in the end they managed to find at least 56 runs. 56 means that they need 5.5 runs every over to be able to pick up the win.
They started off well. Oruyongoyongo started off well. Sorry, Kanyonza started off well, bowling quite well, no extras, but as it was going down to the end, extras came in really. Every over they were bowling 2 to 3 extras, and that helped push the score to where it is right now, 56 after 10 overs.
And so a delayed start there because Oruyongoyongo had walked on as 12 players to take the field. Sometimes that can happen when the captain names the team and the 12th man doesn't know that for them they shouldn't take the field. Strange looking field here. A pace bowler is on, but they don't have a third man. But they've decided to put someone down at long on. I'm wondering if they know something about the batter, maybe the slogger. But I think you'd rather have a third man when you're bowling pace and maybe bring in the fine leg.
This is the first over of the inning, and
very, very good fielding from the fine leg. He had a lot of work to do and a lot of ground to cover, but he's able to carry it off.
the batters then is it's Ephraim Kambale leading from the front with a ball. So leading from the front with a bat. Can he take the team home?
He was bowling fire for his friends. I'm hoping that Oruyongoyongo have someone who has some fire in them as well, and they give him a taste of his own medicine.
Surely he has not yet faced any delivery yet. Let's hope Francisco Masereka gets a single and we see how he faces that.
Aaron Bakengana, who helped Oruyongoyongo put on a decent total, took the ball again from the road end to open the bowling. He's struggling with his lines a little bit, but I wonder why he's in such a rush, always running back to his mark instead of taking his time.
It's already 4 extras given out in the first over. No run off the bat yet.
Full toss served up there, but missed by the batter, and that will end the first over for just 4 runs. the Western edition of the Batball Open, the final one of the 2022-2023 season. This competition started in Soroti, moved to Jinja for the Nile edition, went to Gulu for the Northern edition, came down to Kampala for the Central edition, and today we are at the Serenity Oval in Kamengo for the Western edition. The players in this edition have been selected from the western part of the country. They are boys from Masaka SS, Chirembe SS, and Intare School from Mbara. Chirembe is in Fort Portal. Masaka SS, of course, a short distance away from here. The social theme for this one is personal hygiene, trying to teach the players about how to keep their personal hygiene. There's been a social theme for all the editions. Soroti and Gulu shared one social theme, which was fighting gender-based violence. The Nile edition had ending teenage pregnancies, and the Central region was about fighting HIV and AIDS. So, Batball making sure that cricket has a social impact everywhere all these tournaments have been happening, which has been very, very good to see. And of course, the partners for Batball who have made it possible for them to do this: Uganda Cricket Association, India Juris, an international law firm from India, Cricket for Development, a charity that is here at Kamengo trying to teach cricket to the young ones. And we've seen a lot more in the past. Rocky Telecom. It's very difficult to do the things alone, and we thank all the partners who've made sure that Batball has the support that they need.
As it stands, the score is at 7 runs after 1 over, for a loss of none. As it stands, the score is at 7 runs after 1.1 overs. What a delivery there. Swing and miss from the batsman. That pushes the score to 8 after 1.3 overs. Kanyonza need 49 runs from 8.3 overs. That's 49 runs needed from 51 balls. It's quite a close game. And as we all know, the theme of this tournament is personal hygiene. How best can we do the personal hygiene? Yeah, the types of hygiene. The 4 types of hygiene we have: the domestic hygiene, we have the personal hygiene, we have the food hygiene, and not forgetting the environmental hygiene. The bowler comes in here, delivers a wide. The bowler in attack is Emmanuel Odeke. So far he has bowled 4 balls and 3 runs have gotten off his over. Shot here at mid-off. Quick running between the wickets from Ephraim Kambale and Francisco Masereka. The shout out goes to the organizers of this tournament. That's Batball, not forgetting our partners, Uganda Cricket Association, India Jewish International Law Firm, based in India, Cricket for Development. Thank you for making this a possibility and giving the young generation a platform to express their talent. The call is a no ball. Odeke overstepped here. That pushes the score to 12 runs after 1.5 overs. Beautiful delivery there. That comes to the end of over number 2, leaving the score at 12 runs. After 2 overs, for loss of no wicket. This is quite a close game, as Kanyonza need 45 runs just from 48 balls with 9 wickets in hand. Kanyonza need 43 runs in 42 balls.
Extras, the name of the game today. Kanyonza bowled 17 in their first inning. And Oruyongoyongo reading from the same script now, because the batsmen have not showed any aggression at all. Half tracker picked up for a boundary. Easily put away. I think the batsman got angry after listening to me. First shot there in aggression for Kanyonza. They will get the runs and also keep getting the freebies. So they are slowly but surely nibbling away at the total.
That pushes the score to 19 after 3.1 overs. Then I believe that was a really bad ball. Half tracker.
Yeah, the worst kind of delivery, but the problem, those are the deliveries that also get wickets. If you don't time it very well, you could easily find yourself out. Another half tracker goes through both the keeper and the slips. The captain there giving chase, Aaron Vakengana. Keeps it in for just 2 runs. Most of the bowling here for Oruyongoyongo, I think it's charity bowling. A lot of hit-me balls. Another good shot there from the batter. Fielder running around it. I don't know if he's not aware that if the ball crosses the rope, that's a boundary. Fielder was just running around it, and in the end, it goes away for a boundary. A big over here for Kanyonza. Goes up in the air, easy catch for the keeper. Kanyonza lose here, first wicket for 25 runs. But what a big over for them. They've lost a wicket, but they got a lot of runs from it.
Score is
End of the fourth over, 25 for 1 Kanyonza. End of the end of the fifth over, 25 for 1 Kanyonza. Halfway stage. They need at least 31 runs for them to be able to pick up the win from the remaining 5 overs. 31 is at least 6 runs every over from here on. If Oruyongoyongo are able to cut out those extras, really the Kanyonza batters have shown no aggression at all in trying to shut down this total. Gift of a delivery there from the bowler to Ephraim Kambale on his pads, and he hits it with a lot of power for a boundary. Pressure immediately on the bowler.
Ephraim Kambale is a right-hand bowler and is a left-hand batsman.
Just like you, Marvin, very difficult to find true left-handers. Oh, for some nice football skills. Mitchell will be very proud of the fielder. But could be dangerous as well. A cricket ball is very hard. If you don't have certified cricket shoes, you might be in trouble. Nobody move, nobody gets hurt.
Beautiful shot from Ephraim.
Yeah, Ephraim Kamuntu on the charge. Ephraim, not Kamuntu. Kamuntu is the minister. Ephraim Kambale on the charge. They've already gotten 9 runs from this over. 9 from 3 balls. Actually, not 9. They've gotten 10 runs from the 4 balls they've faced so far. 35 already. They are in touching distance of what is required of them.
And that was a beautiful cover drive. From
Not your conventional cover drive, but works either way. Just made sure it splits the 2 fielders in covers.
Covers. That pushes the score to 35. The loss of 1 wicket. Leaving Kanyonza at 32. They need 25 runs from 33 balls with 8 wickets in hand. Oh. The call is wide.
Yeah, very, very unconventional stop there from the wicket keeper. But at least he understands his assignment. The role is, the job is very simple. Stop the ball. And whichever way he does it, so be it. 11 runs so far from this over. Kambale this time just caresses the ball into covers. And they'll get a single. Very good over for them. They get 12 runs off it after 6 overs. Kanyonza now 38 for 1. What a delivery, first up. Very quick. I don't know if the wicketkeeper was aware that they were going to send him a dart. Because if he's not careful, it can easily go into your mouth. Don't bother running because that will race away for a 4. Kanyonza finding the run somehow. Now they've engaged gear number 2. The runs are coming very easily for them. They're already into the 40s. It's just 5 overs gone. My apologies, not 6. And you feel that right now they are in prime position to pick up the win. But unfortunately, the trend has been that the teams that do well on day 1 never get to win the tournament. So you need to make sure you pick up some losses as well on day 1 and just come back in a good way and just finish the job on the second day. Another thick outside edge. But there's a man there patrolling the boundary. Was a chance for a second. I think Mbwembale wants a strike for himself. He turns it down.
After 5.
Unless disaster strikes, you feel that Kanyonza are the front runners to pick up the win after Intaha won the first game by 18 runs. Kanyonza now did well. I thought they had put themselves in trouble letting Oruyongoyongo get away after they had pegged them back at 4 for 4. But now the man who inspired them with the ball is also out there in the middle to make sure that he knocks off the required runs. Ephraim Mbwembale.
Ephraim Kambale. Right now he stands at 12 runs from 12 balls. Strike rate of 100.
The clouds slowly but surely gathering here over the Serenity Oval in Kamengo. It has really been a wet season. But we hope that the clouds stay away and allow us to have the cricket. Wicket time. New bowler into the attack. 44 for 2 now, Kanyonza. They still need 14 runs for them to be able to pick up the win. Shot
What a fielding.
The fielder just started very casually. It looked like he had given up the chase. When he realized that the ball won't reach the boundary, he decided to give a chase for it. They pick up 2 runs.
And the call is wide. Leave the runs at 45. After 6.2 overs. Kanyonza need 13 runs from 22 balls. As it stands, the score is 49 for 2 after 6.4 overs. Make that 3 wickets for Oruyongoyongo, leaving the score at 49 for 3 after 6.5 overs. Kanyonza need 8 runs from 3.2 overs. That's 8 runs with 18 balls in hand. Seven overs.
Six from 16 balls is what is required from Kanyonza, by Kanyonza. Oruyongoyongo, but now making everyone wait for the result. But you feel that Kanyonza maybe have done enough to make sure that they knock off the balance that is required. Nothing short again, but they will get a single. Make that 15 runs now required. There will be no time for the rest for Oruyongoyongo because they'll be back in action. They'll be talking on. Again, the wicketkeeper standing very far. There's a chance for a stamping, but he's standing so far back. Oruyongoyongo will be back in action against Intaha. The winners of the first game. Intaha won the toss and they elected to bat first. End of the 8th over.
That leaves the squad 52 after the 8 overs. A loss of 3 wickets. 5 runs needed from 13 balls with 6 wickets in hand. A chance here and dropped at square leg.
Yeah, the fielder they are playing volleyball instead of trying to catch the ball. If you had missed that catch, you would have hit the umpire actually, because it's standing right in front of the umpire.
Or maybe he was taking a nap and he saw the ball coming, he had to punch.
And maybe he thought it was going to come very hard at him until he realized it wasn't that quick. The batter stands out of their crease. That's why you look at the wicketkeeper always trying to make a stamping. Swing and a miss, and wicket time for Oruyongoyongo. 3 wickets down now for Kanyonza. 53 for 3.
As it is, Kanyonza need 4 runs from 9 balls with 5 wickets in hand. Dennis, do you think Oruyongoyongo can pull this off?
No ball called there by the umpire. If there was any chance of Oruyongoyongo making this one interesting, I think it has evaporated with just that delivery, because they get 3 runs off it,
ball.
and it will mean that Kanyonza need just 1 run for the win. But the batting there for Kanyonza not very convincing, because I think they've been lucky to have benefited from the generosity of Oruyongoyongo, who bowled so many extras. And in the end, they will just need that one run to knock off the win. But on the balance of play, I think they've been the better side in this second game. Coming up next is Oruyongoyongo again taking on Intaha. In my opinion, I think Oruyongoyongo shouldn't even go off the field because they're the team fielding first after Intahi winning the toss and electing to bat first. That should be the match for Kanyonza. They needed just the one run to be able to complete the win. Kanyonza will win this one by 6 wickets. They defeat Oruyongoyongo, who were able to come back in the game and somehow managed to post 100, who managed to post 56 runs, but in the end not enough as Kanyonza knock it off for the rest of 4 wickets. That has been the second game of the day. Third match coming up, Intahi taking on Oruyongoyongo. Intahi won the toss in that match and elected to bat first. Take a short break and we'll come back with the third game of the day.